Okay, so it's day 2, and remember I said this game does have a cycle, or at least I think I did. Maybe that was when I was doing the Let's Play of the first game. But yeah, Quest for Glory 2 has a day cycle. See, day is dawning on day 2, and that means that on certain days, things happen that don't happen on other days. And there are 2 unique things that you can see on day 2 that you couldn't find on day 1. The most important one is just outside, so let's go outside. Shamin tells us, do not forget that Shima dances this night. I think Shima already told us that, but it's nice of him to remind us. This you gotta see! The Astria Shapir made from imported coconut shell, hand-carved by Kata natives into the face of the Sultan. You not to find this anywhere else. Alichika is just annoying. We don't even need to buy anything else from him. He's just... yeah. Okay, right outside the town is this gentleman. Ah, there you are! I've been looking for you. Although for the life of me I can't imagine why. I'm Ali Fakir, honest Ali Fakir, and he didn't even have nearly enough time to finish what he was saying. Of course, even if you don't want one, I'll be happy to sell one to you. You can pause the video and watch later what... You look like a man looking for a saurus. I have the finest saddle saurus you can find, a magnificent saddle saurus. If you ride one, that's exactly what you get. Yeah, okay, he keeps going. You never know when a saurus might come in handy. Why, just the other day you were thinking to yourself, self, you thought, if only I had someone to play pinochle with. If you had a saurus, you still couldn't play pinochle. You couldn't even pronounce it. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong as well. It just goes to show you, and speaking of shows, if I got the saurus for you, the saurus, that's where you look for synonyms. And speaking of sin, when it comes to sauruses, well, let's just keep your personal preferences a secret, shall we? I'm trying to click away his messages, but it makes the hero move around instead. Come on, clear your message, dude. They don't call it Saurus Rex for nothing. Yeah, I'm sometimes a little hesitant to press Enter to clear messages, because if the message clears and I happen to press Enter at the same time, which does happen sometimes, then I'm going to clear the next message over. And that's why I sometimes try to click with the mouse, because clicking the mouse, if the message has just appeared on the screen, clicking the mouse won't clear it. There's about a half a second delay or so before clicking the mouse will work. But if it's something like that where you can't click it away, it makes the hero try to move instead. It just gets really annoying. Anyway, I think this guy's shut up for now so I can explain what's going on. This guy is trying to sell us a saurus. This is the saurus lot here. You can see these red sauruses running around. It is a variety of red saurus that you never saw in Spielberg. And these red sauruses are domesticated. People actually ride them like horses. And this guy, Ali Fakir, you'd bet your life that you've seen this guy before. Yes, just as Alichika is a pastiche of Chico Marx, this guy is he's obviously Groucho Marx with his eyebrows that he keeps raising and his cigar that he's smoking, and he's got his sign here. Honest Ali's used saurus. The only thing that's honest about Ali is the fact that he honestly can't spell saurus. Yeah, that, he looks like he spelled it saurus or something like that. Okay, now that he's finally shut up for a second, let's ask him about a saurus. I've seen an awful lot of sauruses, and I've seen a lot of awful sauruses. The saurus is the ship of the desert, and you can't ship it far enough to suit me. All the saurus takes is a little grass, say a bale, some water, around 20 gallons, and a little love, and it will follow you anywhere, which can get mighty embarrassing at times, believe me. Picture yourself mounting your very own saurus for the first time. You get up, you fall off, you mount up again and sit proud in the saddle knowing you can ride with the best of them. That sounds like a lot of fun. I wonder if I can ask this guy about other stuff. This guy's a minor character, and after you buy the saurus from him, you'll never see him again. But I wonder if I can ask him a few questions while we're here. Can I ask him about Shapir? Shapir is God's country, and he can have it. What about Rasir? You know, that's a very good question. You have to ask me another sometime. All right. Can I ask him about the weather? Because he's a salesman. He'll want to talk about the weather, right? You call this hot? I've been in places where every suit was a sweatsuit. I've seen it so hot that matches struck themselves. I've been to Fresno. Hot? Ha! Fresno, of course, being a city in Central California. Close to where Sierra was when this game was still made, because Sierra was based in Oakhurst, California. Or actually, Coarse Gold, California. Okay, so, can you tell us about your price? I wondered when we get around to a reasonable question. Do you have any idea how much a saurus is worth? What price glory? Never mind that now. I'll be happy to sell you a saurus for 100 dinars, but I'll settle for 50. I don't think that's gonna quite do it. I think... Actually, one thing you can do with Ali Fakir is you can just walk off the screen. Let me save the game. I'll say I met Ali Fakir. But if you walk off the screen and come back... Special today only. Guide to sightseeing in beautiful Rasir. Only cost you 1 dinar since it only got to 1 page. There's obviously not much to see in beautiful Rasir if the sightseeing guide is 1 page, huh? Tells you something about Rasir. And if you keep coming back, you know, you remind me of someone I didn't sell a saurus to. Nah, it couldn't be. Surely someone with your brains and looks needs a saurus. Either that or some preschool and a plastic surgeon. So you want to buy a saurus, eh? I'm Fakir, Honest Ali Fakir. Glad to meet you. You've come to the right place. Honest Ali Fakir's used saurus lot. If you don't buy one here, you don't buy one. I've got a beauty of a saurus for you. Only had one owner, a sweet little old lady who only took it out on Sundays to go drag racing. Or was that dragon racing? At any rate, I'm here to sell you a saurus. I'll sell you a saurus and I won't take no for an answer. I don't know the meaning of no. I couldn't find it in the saurus. That's nice. You know what? I'm actually getting a little tired of his puns. But if you keep coming back, since you my best customer, I make you a deal. I sell you a duck. Yeah, the duck is funny, but we already asked him about the duck before. I'm not going to do that again. So they call you a hero, eh? What kind of hero are you walking around like a nobody when you could be riding your noble steed across the desert sands? I can see it now, you in your flowing white robes, riding with the entire Bedouin nation at your side, your blue eyes blazing as you ride to glory. No, that was that Lawrence guy, wasn't it? Well, even you would look less reprehensible upon a saurus. So you need to buy a saurus to travel in the desert. You're desperate. Hello, I'm Honest Ali Fakir. Pleased to meet you, desperate. Have I got a saurus for you? I don't know, do you? The fact of the matter is that you need a saurus, and I've got a saurus, so let's get together and play Pinochle. On the other hand, let's not. The sauruses would cheat. Is that Pinochle or Pinochle? I have no idea. You do want to buy a saurus, don't you? And the fact of the matter is that even though he said he doesn't know the meaning of no, he does. If you say no, you can bargain him down to a better price. But let's see. Let me show you what happens if you refuse to buy a saurus from him and keep going to that screen and leaving. I have here what you need, cause you so smart. Bookends. It got a donkey head on one side and an ass on the other. Makes a great gift. I like that. Something about that just kind of... Hi, I'm Ali, Honest Ali Fakir. Welcome to Honest Ali Fakir's used saurus lot, where we always know a sucker when we see one. Pleased to meet you. Now about that deal we were going to make. You do want to buy a saurus, don't you? Genuine saurus foot trash can for Mother's Day. Show your mother what you think of her. I've got something for your mother, Ali Chica. That's it, I give up. I've tried to help you save the universe and you won't even buy my lousy saurus. After all I've gone through just so you could win the stupid game sequel, you wouldn't know a hint of it knocked you in the head. In fact, you wouldn't even know your own head. If you don't buy my saurus this time, I'm going to pack up my lot and then see if you win the game. We'll see who laughs last. Ha ha. See if you can win the game. And he's not lying, folks. You do want to buy a saurus, don't you? He'll make good on that threat. If we leave now... Terminal stubbornness. You just can't take a hint, can you? The saurus you should have bought went to the wrong customer and the entire free world will soon be enslaved as a result. Yes, folks, he might not be that honest, but he's not lying on this point. You really do need to buy the saurus. So I'm going to restore the game and answer his silly question, you do want to buy a saurus, with, well, yes, I do want to buy a saurus. Seeing as no one in his right mind would actually want a saurus, you won't mind that I have the right saurus for you. Just to show you what a swell person I am, I'll throw in a free saddle and bridle with the purchase. In fact, I'll even let you have free room and board at the stable. I've had enough boredom as it is. All this for a mere 50 dinars. What do you say? Well, I could say bargain for saurus, but no. All I have to say is what I just said. No. Perhaps there's more brain about you than I suspected. Shall we shake hands on 40 dinars for the saurus? No. You certainly know how to drive a hard bargain. Why don't we just agree at 30 for bridle, saddle, and saurus? No. Well, we certainly are going nowhere fast. I'm willing to make you my best offer. 20 dinars and you ride away on a new, for you, saurus. What do you say? Nope, sorry. You know, you drive a hard bargain. I respect that in a man. Whether I'll respect you in the morning is something else. This is my last and final offer, 10 dinars. If I go any lower, I'll have to stand on a chair to take your money. Now, do we have a deal, or is this a deal? No, sorry. This is ridiculous. Here I am, a man of unquestionable integrity and dignity, forced to sell his sole remaining saurus for a mere fraction of its dubious value. I'll take 5 dinars for the saurus, and I'll even throw in travel assurance. You'll travel, I'll assure you. Now, shall we agree? This is where you need to say yes. If I say no again, well, that was going nowhere the long way. And his offer is finished. Well, I'm out of time on this video, so I'm going to continue in the next video where we do finally buy a saurus. We finally get the saurus that we've always wanted. Or maybe not always wanted, but needed. I'll see you then, folks. Take care.